Hello and welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Alex. I live in Ireland. I'm not originally from Ireland, but I've been living here for nearly 8 years. But 18 months ago, we relocated to a more rural part of Ireland, and we are slowly but surely renovating an old farmhouse. But I do like to talk about some of my experiences of how I've found living in Ireland, as well as sharing a bit more about the house renovation and DIY. Everything that I talk about comes from personal experiences that I've had, so it might not always be factually correct, but it's just me here and my thoughts. As I say, my musings on life. There are a lot of people, well, it does seem to be, Ireland seems to be becoming more and more popular in terms of relocating and opting to live a more sort of off-grid sustainable life. And I do see a lot, I don't know if it's just the way the algorithm works, but I do enjoy watching them as well. There's a lot of videos out there of people from the UK relocating to Ireland, buying obviously maybe rundown cottages, buildings, because I do know in Ireland there is a need to redevelop a lot of these sort of sad old properties that have been abandoned for many years. And I do love seeing people taking on these projects and be taking them for ruin and doing them up. You can buy, obviously property is a lot cheaper in Ireland. So it just got me thinking a bit more about how my situation is a little bit more unusual to that, because I moved to Ireland, well, initially I stayed with family, my in-laws, but I moved to Ireland with two very small children, a small sort of child about to start school and a baby. I was just thinking, I never really moved here for that kind of off-grid homestead life. But I was just thinking how there's other ways that you can live the sort of country life that you want. It doesn't always have to be about being completely off-grid and, you know, homesteading, as much as I really admire people that do that. So I do like my creature comforts. So I do like obviously having really good broadband, because I do sometimes work remotely. I would love to one day start growing some of my own sort of vegetables and things like that, because I have the space, but just currently don't have the time to put it together just because of the renovation works and things like that. I do want to be more sustainable in terms of like solar energy, something that we are going to look into. But apart from that, at the moment, that's really all I am exploring. I like to think that, and I've mentioned this in a couple of other videos, I'd like to think that you can combine some of the modern life that you want with the kind of country, slow living side of things as well. So I like to think that I'm a bit of a hybrid. I like to mix up both. I kind of think, so I'm a bit out of breath because I had to run downstairs. I think that country living can be affordable, but for me, there's things that I'm not willing to give up. Oh, there's things that obviously I don't want to give up, as much as I admire what the homesteaders do. And I can see also why those people that document their journeys on YouTube, I mean, I can see why they gather up a mass of following, because people want to obviously see the progress that they make, and it's amazing to see something go from ruin to something that is then livable. So I do feel I'm less stressed, I have more balance, I have slowed down, I go at a slower pace, but when needs be, I am ready to be with my creature comforts that I appreciate for modern day living. And what else? I'm just looking at my little notes here. I sort of scribble everything down before I then want to go on to talk about it. So yeah, that's another thing. I'm enjoying learning about rural life. without the pressure of having to be fully self-sufficient with rural life. So I am, if you like, I'm observing from afar. I love seeing all the different birds that come into the garden. I love watching the cows in the field next door, the horses a few other fields down. So I enjoy, I'm more of an observer of it rather than having to rely upon the rural life for my for everything that I need on a daily basis. So it just got me thinking, because I have been seeing so many examples of people relocating to Ireland for that kind of real rural life. I kind of kept thinking, am I missing something here? Am I not doing it the right way? But there is no right or wrong way. So I suppose this is just to say that there isn't an ideal way, or rather there's more than one way you can enjoy the sort of slow country living alongside having your modern comforts that you enjoy, and there should be no shame about that, no guilt. It's just the way that I am living my life out here at the moment. It may change a little bit in the future, but I am enjoying it as it is. I'm going to go now. So thank you for watching. Please do like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.